fear inside would flee in Jesus' name. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Crystal Tarot, or welcome if you're new. Please consider subscribing if you feel called to do so. This is going to be for Gemini for November 2023. The last reading I did for you, well, the first November reading I did for you, the energy was just a little bit off. And I told you I was going to get you another reading. So here we are, fresh. Before we get started, I had some weird situations that happened to me. So I just want to give you guys, like, if you're having an intuition about something being off, check it. The other day I was leaving for work to my second job, and for whatever reason, I just kept on being called to check on my belly button ring, and I didn't. And I don't know when it fell off, but I woke up this morning and I was like, it looks different. Oh, because it's fucking missing a piece. So just make sure that if your intuition is telling you something, you check it. Even if, like, because it was tight. I don't know. I was like, oh, I'm tripping. I got to hurry and get to work. So I just kept going. But my hand kept on, like, checking in the area, feeling to make sure it was there. I don't know why. And then got off of work, and when I got home, I took a shower, and this morning I woke up, everything was normal and fine. But then I was like, I don't know why, I looked at my freaking piercing and it was gone, the top piece of it. So if something feels like you gotta keep checking it, or you're wondering about it, even if you don't check on it, just make sure everything's good. And then I was, like, annoyed with my second job. I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. So I'm going to get a different job, a different job, whatever. So just follow your intuition, trust your instincts. You're Gemini. You're very, you're adaptable first and foremost. And you're also very smart and intellectual. So just be mindful of whatever's pulling at your energy. Check it out and see what it's about. Otherwise, you might lose a ring, or you might sit there and deal with crap you don't got to deal with. Maybe something like maybe having a delay in forward movement is actually preventing something that's a lot better for you than what you think you would be giving up. I hope that makes sense. If it resonates for you, if it's something Spirit wants you to know, it would resonate. If not, dismiss it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so the fuck. We're going to get into this. I'm off this evening, so I figured I'm in a really good mood too. I'm in a good mood. I hope you are too. And if you're not, because I definitely wasn't yesterday, but trust yourself and trust Spirit, however that resonates and applies for you. Before we get started with these, we're going to get some different messages. I don't know how long we're going to be here today. It might be a while, so get comfy. Some of the reading might resonate at the beginning, middle, or end, or none of it at all. So take it as it resonates. Don't shoot the messenger. Right. Gemini. Last shuffle. Thank you, Spirit. Right, Gemini. Okay. 2 cards so far. Follow your dreams. Amen. See what that's about. If something's calling you, see what it's about. If you're desiring to do something, don't allow yourself to hold yourself back. If you're wanting to have forward movement, don't let somebody else hold you back. Don't let yourself or anybody else cause you doubts. Seasonal harvest. There's a season for everything. There's a time and place for everything. I feel like there's something you're wanting to put work and energy into, but maybe you haven't yet. Maybe you're preparing. Maybe you're planning for it. If not, like, the world is your oyster. Whatever it is that you want to do, whether you want to hang out with friends, whether you want to start your own business, get a different job, do something with your family, do something, what's your hobby or something, do what you're inspired to do, Gemini. Earth magic. Whatever you put your energy into, what you feel stable and grounded in, it's going to bear fruit. It's going to, you wouldn't be inspired to do something just for no reason. So if you're inspired to do it and see what it's about. 4:44 on the clock. Go with the flow. Trust yourself. Ground and center. What else? Last message for Gemini. Okay, healing water. Some of you might need to take a bath, take a shower, go to the beach, go to the ocean, go to a lake, hear water running. There's something about just, and also your intuition, embracing your intuition. I feel like there's something like people, okay, you are very unique. No matter what all your placements are, you are a unique person. Everybody on this planet, there's nobody been born like you before, and there never will be anybody again. There's nobody before, nobody after. It's you. You're very unique. You need to embrace yourself, embrace your energy, embrace your spirit. At the bottom of the deck, you have connect with Gaia. Connect with Mother Earth. Sorry, stupid light. You can't see. I feel like whatever it is that you're inspired to do, I don't know if you like outdoor stuff. I don't know, like if maybe you're inspired to do something that's outdoors, go hiking, go on some sort of adventure or something. Whatever this is, you just need to be in the moment and embrace how you feel, what you're thinking, like healthy energy though. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in doubts and other people's crap. Embrace your energy, like, and if it's not as positive as you would like it to be, intentionally bring up your energy. Me personally, the best way I do that, I like being around crystals. Crystal likes crystals. So I like crystals. I'll get my crystals. I'll like, especially in the sun, like the different angles, the different like reflections that come through, the different angles. If you like music, listen to music. Don't listen to sad songs. Don't listen to I lost somebody, I missed somebody. Don't listen to that. Intentionally listen to like positive songs that are upbeat, that make you happy, that make you feel inspired and encouraged and motivated. Hi, Anna. I hope you're doing good. Appreciate you being here, love. And just embrace where you are. Embrace this inspiration. I feel like there's a lot of inspiration that you have. And it's like you need to embrace it. You need to allow yourself to like fully dive in to this feeling that you have, this desire you have. Hold on, sorry. I can't deal with it. I can't embrace the light right now. There's something here about like allowing yourself to be inspired and embracing that. Whatever that desire is within you, whatever that inspiration is, just be in the moment. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. Appreciate yourself. There might be something also that spirit has helped you get through, or that is helping you get through, and it's important for you to acknowledge that and embrace that energy. There's something here you're trying to manifest, and you're putting your energy into it. You're inspired for something, and there's like something very dominant energy about embracing something, allowing things to be natural, allowing things to go, like allowing yourself to go with the flow and embracing something. And cleaning up the energy for some of you. Okay, last shuffle. Got a little message here. You got the Justice, the Six of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like there's like the things that aren't like, if it doesn't resonate with you, you're not forcing the energy anymore. You're not sitting there like trying to explain yourself, trying to get things to fit. Like if it doesn't fit, you're just leaving it alone. You're making your peace with it. I feel like you are aware of something that wasn't fair though. You might be like trying to ignore it, but you keep on being reminded or keep thinking about it. But I feel like you're moving away from some sort of doubt, something that was unfair for you. I don't know if you're coming into something that you, like a person, or just like you're inspired for something down here. I feel like with this Page of Cups here, like you're gonna start to embrace the things that make you feel happy. You're gonna start to feel more loved. You're gonna feel more reciprocity. You're gonna enjoy the moment more than what you have been. I feel like there's a sense here as well, like doing whatever this is that you're inspired to do, creating what you've been thinking about creating, and like taking action in it out of confidence and without second guessing yourself, without doubting yourself. It's going to be very lucrative for you. I don't know if this is like something you're starting to do to make money, or just something you enjoy doing that you're going to make money off, or like you just being in the moment is going to allow your energy to, how's it called? You being in the moment with what you're feeling and thinking and just embracing it and going with the flow. There's a sense here there's going to be some sort of abundance that comes in for you. Somebody's going to offer you something. I don't know if this is a relationship with this Page of Cups here, but whatever is going to be offered to you, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to embrace it. You're going to be happy with it. There's also something for some of you to celebrate. Wow, Gemini, I'm glad we did another reading, because that first one was a little off. It was a little concerning. But there's good and bad days, right? We all have them. It's natural. Okay. All right. Gemini, some clarifiers on this. Okay, we're going to finish this up, and then we're going to get into your Celtic cross. Some of you might be wanting to learn something too. I feel like you are or you're going to be putting more effort into something that you've been trying to manifest. Like me, I'm looking for my second job. I don't want the second job I have right now. I don't like it. They're rude, they're annoying, they're disrespectful, they're inconsiderate. Hermit. Something about being on your own. You had the Nine of Pentacles a minute ago, and now you have the Hermit. There's something like you're the only necessary tool. And this card right here is reminding me of the Magician. Whatever this is that you're wanting to do, you don't need anybody's agreement with it. You don't need anybody's assistance, anybody's permission. You just have to decide what you want to do and feel good about it and do it. Gemini, last shuffle. There's definitely something, though, you're doing on your own. Maybe you're not interested in a relationship right now. Maybe you don't feel like you have like a large group of friends or followers or whatever this is right now. But that's okay, Gemini. You don't need nobody. Yourself and spirit, as long as you're comfortable with you, that's all that matters. All right. Follow your dreams. You have the Queen of Pentacles. I'm telling you, whatever this is that you're desiring and like inspired to do, it's going to bring you stability. It's going to make something more solidified for you. Six of Wands, and there's a victory in it. There's some sort of victory and success by you following your dreams, using your intuition. Make sure you're using your discernment with whatever's being presented to you as well. But follow your intuition. You have a strong, powerful intuition. Use it. It's there for a reason. For the seasonal harvest, you have the Page of Swords. I'm telling you, I feel like you got a lot of ideas, things to do, things, or like wanting to do something, wanting to say something. Maybe you're communicating with somebody that's going to lead into something. Like, okay, today I went to this place that I had applied for yesterday, asking other people a couple questions. And when I got out of there, I was like, okay, I'm going to go back to my apartment because I don't have to work this evening. I'm going to go back to my apartment and I'm going to like do a couple things I need to do. And then I'm going to like redo something based upon the information that was shared with me. But then lo and behold, I checked my email and like I already have an interview. So, but I still have my second job before I get another second job because I like stability. I like my money. And I feel like you're having a lot of ideas. And two, this is reminding me about my belly button ring. I was thinking I needed to check on it. And then I didn't. And then like I woke up and it was gone. and I can't find it anywhere. I've looked and looked, so I don't know when I lost it or where I lost it. But you're having a lot of ideas. You need to like pull at the string of those ideas because it's going to manifest something for you. Like if I would have checked on my ring, I would have still have it. If I would have just followed that thought process through, I wouldn't have had to be like, okay, let me. And anyways, do it right now before you have to take more time later, or it costs you more money later, or whatever it is. Like, don't delay this action. There's more for the seasonal hermit. The Four of Wands. This is in regards to your stability or something that's going to impact your stability or your home environment. And seasonal hot. Okay. I feel like there's also like time is of the essence for some of you. It's like do it now while you have the chance to. Like jump on it. Don't sit there and delay something. Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. Okay. There's a little bit more. Seasonal. Sorry. Thank you, seasonal. Four of Pentacles. This is something you've been thinking about doing for a long time, but you just haven't done it yet. So stop delaying, Gemini. Do what you're inspired to do. And maybe you've been putting in work at somewhere for a while, or with a certain person, and you refuse to budge because you feel like you don't. I don't know how to explain it. Whatever you're inspired to do, it's important to do it. Don't allow yourself to get discouraged or distracted or put it off till later. Do it right now. It's going to be stable for you. You've been having the thought about whatever this is for a while, and you haven't let it go. You can't let it go. You need to see something through. Earth magic. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you have the ability, Gemini. This is like whatever this is that you're manifesting or wanting to manifest, you can do it. You don't have to, like, even if other people are like tools in your game or players in your game, you can use them as a tool. You can use them as like, once you decide what you want and you move forward towards it, that's all that's needed. You just have to make that decision and act on it. Like I'm telling you, I'm not liking my second job. It's annoying for me. They're pissing me off. They're trying my patience. There's too many reasons. So my second job, like all you have to do is decide you're going to do something and do it. You've been thinking about it for a while, and it doesn't have to be a job. Maybe you're inspired to talk to somebody or go somewhere or do something. Whatever you're inspired to do it, Gemini. Don't keep putting it off. Don't get distracted. Go with the flow. Eight of Wands, 10 of Cups, sideways kind of, and 9 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're a little bit defensive. Like, oh, it's going to take too long, or I put too much time into here, or maybe somebody else is going to be impacted. Just do it anyway. Go with the flow, but move forward towards the things that you're inspired to do. Like my kids, they're going to be with their dad more next week. Like next week's my week. But the first couple of days, I'm going to have him keep them so that I can do what I need to do. Whatever this is, like going with the flow, there's a sense of being resistant here, having your guard up, not feeling like you're really prepared. But there's some sort of communication also that's going to come in. Maybe there's paperwork involved. Maybe you're trying to write a book. Maybe you're trying to communicate something with somebody. And also, too, like for those of you, if you're having conversations with people, go with the flow. Don't force the energy, but don't hold yourself back either. Don't share more than you're comfortable with. But at the same time, like if you want to say something, don't worry about how it's going to be received or taken. Just get it out. Likewise, if you're wanting to do something, do what you're inspired to do. Don't hold yourself back. Don't delay progress. Ground and center. The Five of Swords sideways. So in order for you to stop doubting yourself and to actually move forward in whatever you're inspired to do, stop doubting yourself. And the best way for you to stop doubting yourself and having that mental resistance is for you to feel grounded and centered, for you to come back to you. Why are you having that doubt? Are you worried about what other people are thinking, saying, doing? Don't worry about that. Keep your eyes on your own paper and focus on what you're inspired to do. Don't doubt yourself. Don't question anybody else's thoughts with what you're doing. Just do what you're doing. Do what you're inspired to do. Be natural. Anything? No. Healing and waters. The Magician in the reverse. And I'm telling you, this card right here reminds me of the Magician. So you have that, the Magician in the reverse, right underneath the healing waters. On the healing waters underneath earth magic. I feel like whatever this is, you have the ability to move this forward, but you're the one that's holding yourself back. And again, you need to heal. You need to allow that intuition to like just kind of run wild, like don't like, how you say? If you're inspired to do something, but you're like, oh no, I'm not going to think like that. I'm not going to say like that because somebody else is thinking or however their reaction is going to be. Don't worry about that. 6 of Cups, bottom of the deck. There might be something nostalgic for you. There might be, maybe you've been wanting to do this for a long time. I don't know what this is, Gemini, but embrace what your intuition is, like this creative energy that you might be having or experiencing. Embrace it. You've held yourself back long enough and you need to just run free. Be free and feel free to do what you're inspired to do because it's going to be beneficial for you. It's going to make you feel more confident, and it's also going to bring in stability in some way, shape, or form. I feel like there's some sort of financial benefit as well here. Okay, we're going to leave it here. Bottom of the deck, for the bottom of the deck, you have connect with Gaia, Mother Earth, and the bottom of the deck of the clarifiers is the 6 of Cups. I feel like that, like you need to be more childish about what you're wanting to do, about thinking like kids, they don't really have a filter. They don't sit there and wonder what somebody's going to think or how they're going to take something. Like kids just say what they say, whatever comes to mind. And I felt like you connecting back to what you're inspired for and what you feel grounded in is going to help you to kind of free up that resistance within you. Then you have the World card. There's some sort of change that's necessary for you, Gemini. Maybe what you're inspired to do is actually going to be a change. Maybe you're wanting to move or something. But whatever this is that you're wanting to do and you're inspired to do, don't delay it anymore. And be confident as you move forward in the action necessary to bring it into fruition. Have confidence within yourself. You can do it. I don't know, maybe you want to make jewelry or something and you don't know how, is it going to sell? Is it going to be good? Well, do it on the side then. Like if you can't make it your 100% the time commitment right now, do it as you can, do it as much as you're comfortable with in those moments, but don't deny yourself because it's not going to go 0 to 100. Even if it starts off a little bit slow, start doing what you're inspired to do because that's what you're inspired to do. Don't deny yourself. Don't reject yourself. Trust your intuition. Use your inspiration. There's some sort of growth and development coming in, but you need to embrace what you're inspired for and stop delaying it. Stop delaying progress. Stop worrying about other people's opinions and reactions to what you're inspired to manifest. Even if you need somebody's help with it, don't be scared. Be confident in yourself. Follow it through. Take some sort of action that you're inspired to take. But use your discernment at the same time. Not everybody is for your greater good. Right. That has been those messages. Let's get into your cross. Let's see, Gemini. I don't want to use this deck. Gemini. No. Gemini for November. You had a pre-message there, but I lost it. Sorry. I probably shouldn't tell you guys when that happens. I feel like it's a tease. I had something for you, but I didn't bring it. I forgot it at home. I was gonna, but I'm just gonna stop telling you. All right, Gemini, last shuffle. One more. This is our last shuffle. Thank you, Spirit. All right, Gemini for November. Gemini for November. 3 of Cups. I'm telling you, there's something to celebrate. There's some sort of group energy. Either you're going to be going out more with your friends, or you're going to be invited to go out with friends. There's some sort of celebration that you're going to be experiencing. You're going to be really happy that something happened. Crossing you is the Knight of Wands. I'm telling you because you did what you were inspired to do, because you took some sort of action out of your intuition or from your intuition. I heard instinct. You followed your instinct. You trusted your instinct. You did something that you were inspired to do. So it brought in some sort of like success, some sort of like celebration. There's like group energy collaborating with you for some of you. At a soul level, you have the King of Cups. At a soul level, you're inspired to take some sort of action towards the things that you're emotionally invested in, towards the things that make you happy. Gemini, recent past for Gemini. You have the Empress sideways. So I felt like in the past, there was something that you didn't receive. And that might have kind of prevented you from fully moving forward the way that you were like motivated to or inspired to. But just because it was delayed doesn't mean it's not going to come through. Or just because it wasn't with that person doesn't mean you're not going to experience what you'd hoped for. If you get knocked off the horse, you're supposed to get up and brush off and get back on. You're not supposed to just, oh, it didn't work out that one time, so I'm never going to try again. No, you are going to receive at some point in time. You just didn't receive what you're expecting back then. But that's okay, Gemini. At a soul level, you're still inspired. You're still motivated to take the action toward, or you're wanting action to be taken towards you, towards the things that you really feel happy in, the things that you really, like at a soul level, it speaks to you, it feeds you, it makes you happy. Your crowning energy is the Page of Pentacles. So you're thinking about an opportunity. You're thinking about manifesting something. You're thinking about creating, starting something out in the hopes that it's going to grow. Your near future, you have the Strength card. There's something for your confidence. There's something that either you're going to have to like be firm with what you want and like don't lose sight of what you're really wanting, even though it might be delayed, even though it might be a little bit difficulter than you thought. Either you're going to be very confident or you're going to need to be very confident in the future. We're going to pull your cards and get clarifiers, but let's finish pulling your cards for your reading. How you see yourself is the Seven of Cups. I feel like you are aware that you have the ability to make opportunities for yourself. Maybe you're being presented with a lot of opportunities. Just because you're not interested in them does not mean that they're not available to you. So some of you, if you're single, I feel like somebody definitely, more than one person has their eye on you. You just might not be interested in what's there. Maybe you're trying to do a lot of things. Maybe you're trying to create more opportunities for yourself. Other people see you as the Nine of Swords. Don't let these people cause you to doubt yourself or delay whatever this is you're trying to manifest. Somebody doesn't think you're getting enough sleep. Somebody doesn't think you're like fully have your eye on the ball like you should. Like there's a sense here of like not being aware of something and allowing yourself to make bad decisions because what you're not aware of. But that person doesn't know what you see. That person doesn't know what you think. That person doesn't know everything that makes you you. So they can think what they want to. Don't allow somebody to discourage you. But get your sleep, Gemini. If you need more sleep, make sure you're getting sleep. I think that was one of the issues in the readings we just did recently. Okay, hopes and or fears is the 5 of Cups. Yeah, you don't want to be disappointed. You don't want to have a lack of reciprocity. You want to have fulfillment. You want, like, if this is a job you're trying to invest in, you want it to go well. If this is a relationship, you want it to go well. You don't want to be rejected. You don't want to be sad. So don't focus there. Instead, have the confidence that's necessary for you to take this action towards what you're inspired for. Because the more you act, the more that you do what you're inspired to do, there's more to celebrate. Final outcome for Gemini. Final outcome for Gemini. Final outcome. You have the 2 of Wands. There's some sort of decision for you to make. There's something that's going to be going on where you're going to have a choice. Maybe all these opportunities that you're aware that you have, or the options you have around you, there's some sort of choice for you to make. You're going to have to decide something, yes or no, move forward or not. Do you want this? Do you want that? Are you going to do this or not? What way are you going to go about this? How do you, like, whatever this is, there's some sort of opportunity to choose something. And the bottom of the deck right now, you have the Hermit. So right now you're in isolation. Right now, it's like, I'm going to figure it out myself. Right now, like, you have to do the work for yourself by yourself. But that's cool, Gemini. You don't need nobody but you. You're Gemini. You got somebody, like, you always got spirit. But being Gemini, you also have that extra internal friend that can kind of help think for you. Like, but keep in mind, like, you always have the ability to be more dynamic than most. You have the ability to think on both sides, think in all aspects before you make this decision. So just think things through, follow your intuition, trust yourself, use your discernment, do what you're inspired to do, because it's going to be beneficial for you. And just because you have all these opportunities doesn't mean you have to settle for one. Do what you are inspired to do. Pick what you want to pick. Don't settle. We're going to read this, but we're not keeping it. Queen of Cups, 3 of Cups, the Moon, 10 of Swords. Shit, Jim. Okay, so right now, I feel like there's a sense here. I feel like you're like, you think about the things that you're like emotionally drawn to. But there's also a sense here of like, you don't know something, and don't give somebody the benefit of the doubt. I felt like that was a message too that we got with that recent reading of yours. Just because you care about somebody does not mean that you have to subject yourself to third-party energy. Doesn't mean that you have to subject yourself to having them look good while you feel bad. There's something unknown for you. And for some of you, I felt like if you were in a third-party connection at one point in time, you might still think fondly of this person, but you didn't like what happened. But there's like, I felt like somebody's stressing over you that you're not aware of. Somebody might think about you in an emotional element, realm, whatever. And they want to have something to manifest with you. They want to manifest something with you that's going to bring in a celebration, but they don't know how to go about it. And that's stressing them out. But again, this could be you. Like, you're wanting, like, ideally, it's like, yes, if I was to be with that person, if I was to do that thing, I would be really happy. But I'm not sure how to go about it. And that whole process, that energy, that thought pattern stresses you out. It makes you doubt yourself as well. So don't do that. Don't allow yourself to fall into that trap. Instead, intentionally lift your vibration. Think about the things you do well. Think about the things that make you feel good. Listen to a song that's happy and upbeat, something that makes you feel good. Don't focus on like, oh, it's not working out or it hasn't worked out. No, what are you inspired and motivated to do? 8 of Cups. Walk away from something. Okay. For some of you, you need to walk away from something that's emotionally depleting so you can gain your confidence. Right here in the near future, you have the Strength card. It's important for you to have confidence within yourself. For some of you, you might need to walk away from something that's emotionally depleting for you to have that confidence. Give yourself space from somebody if their energy is toxic or if they're depleting for you. If they're more focused on you healing them instead of them healing them, kind of sounds draining. So focus on yourself. It's not a crime. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself and respecting yourself and giving yourself healthy boundaries and making sure people follow those. Okay, last shuffle. Gemini. Gemini for November. Okay. Three of Cups. The Five of Wands. You might have to fight for this. You might have to, like, okay. Like I was saying, I had my interview for my second job before, I have a second job already, but no, they are annoying the crap out of me. So now I have another interview for another second job. So my schedule is freaking packed. But like, I want to be happy. I want to have something to celebrate. I want to have success. So I'm going to fight through it. I'm going to have a lack of sleep if I need to. I'm going to push through what needs to be pushed through to have something to celebrate. I'm going to take the action that I'm inspired to. I'm going to fight against the odds. I'm going to fight against time. I'm going to fight against whatever so that I have something to have to celebrate, something worthy of, like, investing my energy at the end of the day in, instead of like, oh, it's a time filler. It's something for now. No, I want something that it's not exhausting, where like it has balance. There's reciprocity, that like we're both receiving some sort of benefit. So maybe you feel like you have to fight for this, or maybe you do have to fight something to have this celebration. But whatever you're inspired to do, take that action so you can celebrate it at the end of the day. Like when we start college or whatever we do, like we don't just graduate on day one. We have to fight through the time. We have to fight through like those hard courses. You got to put your time into something to have the end result of what you've been wanting. You're worth it. You can do it. This King of Cups. For the King of Cups, you have the King of Wands and the Five of Cups. Okay, don't shoot the messenger. For some of you, I feel like at a soul level, you want something that you're emotionally drawn towards, like you want to put the action in, but you've been hurt and disappointed, maybe even rejected from the action you've previously put into something. So it's like, I really want that, but every time I've like done that, it hasn't been successful. Every time I've attempted that, it's been problematic for me. But don't sell yourself short, because there's something here that you're gonna have what you wanted. It's gonna, like, how do you say? Just because that person just because that person wasn't the right person at that time doesn't mean that your right person is not gonna come in the right timing. And your right timing is not the same as spirit's. Sometimes we want things before we're ready for it. Sometimes we want things before we've like resolved a space for it, before we've like done the work to keep it and sustain it. Okay, take it as it resonates. Page of Pentacles. I don't really have it. There's nothing pulling me to this energy, but let's see the Strength card. Those of you who are watching this, if you want me to pull something, then let me know and I'll pull it. But I'm not getting anything to tell me to pull that right now. So I'm going to keep it moving. All right, the Strength card. We're going to look at it, but we're not keeping it. Five of Coins. Some of you, like you have to have confidence in yourself, even if it seems like it's not going to work out. Fake it till you make it kind of thing. Like put the forward action that what you're inspired for, even if you don't see things working out right then and there. Like, I don't like my second job. I'm not even playing a little bit. I don't like it. It's good for the moment, but there's something better. So I'm going to keep it. I'm going to have my confidence. Like, I'm going to still, like, it's going to work out. I'm going to go to work like I'm supposed to until the second one, my second one is lined up. But I'm not committed to that second one. I'm leaving that, like, no, I'm getting something to replace it. And I don't know if this is job. I don't know what it is for you. But whatever this is, you need to trust yourself. You need to follow your intuition and do what you're inspired to do. Have confidence in yourself, even if it's like it's a ways off. Yeah, like you know how sometimes, like, especially in the country, like you can stand on a hill and you could look down there And you'd be like, that road is really freaking long, but like, I don't have a car right now. I don't have a horse. I don't got X, Y, and Z. So I'm going to have to walk. And it looks really freaking far, but don't pay attention to that end. Well, pay attention to the end goal, but don't have yourself only seeing the end, because then as you're taking that journey to get to the end, you're not going to appreciate every moment along the way. You're not going to be able to like stop and acknowledge the birds singing or the flowers or whatever this is for you. Appreciate your journey for the journey that it's growing you, it's developing you, it's motivating you and inspiring you. And even those difficult times, like those trying moments, that's just to build your character and show you how strong you are. Nothing is here to break you. It's just here to test you and like build endurance within you. Build stamina. Say that real slow. To build stamina. So just keep focused on you. Keep motivating yourself. Inspire yourself. Like with this Hermit, the bottom of the deck, whatever you're inspired to do and whatever your intuition is kind of pushing you towards, you just need to be open towards it. You need to embrace the experience. But you don't need anybody to like give you pats on the back. You don't need anybody other than yourself to inspire you. You and spirit, that's all you need in this journey, this mission. There is going to be a success. There is something to celebrate. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep thinking about that end result. Keep thinking about when I get to the end of the road, this is what I'm going to do. This is how it's going to be. This is whatever. Don't be like, oh, damn, I still got a long ways to go. And that's far. And don't talk yourself down. Talk yourself up. Don't demotivate yourself. Encourage yourself and motivate yourself. Inspire yourself. You only need to do it for yourself. You don't need anybody else to do it for you. Once you're on board with you, the sky's the limit and nothing can stop you. But you have to keep yourself going. You have to keep yourself on track. The Strength card. 3 of Wands. Yeah, you have to be patient for this. Your confidence is being tested because it's taking a while. Whatever this is you're trying to manifest, create, do, experience, see, whatever this is, you need to be confident because it's been a while. Like it's taking a long freaking time. It's not in a hurry to get to you. You still got that long mountain. Okay, so when you're moving, just keep on imagining when I'm at that place, this is how it's going to feel. This is like, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be like, this is how everything's going to look. A lot of times like that's something that it's better to do in the moment when it's actually there. Instead, how are you going to feel being in your new home? How are you going to feel after you move? How are you going to feel while you're packing all your stuff and saying goodbye to the place you're currently at? Send love, appreciate it for the time it's been there, but move on. Like I'm on to bigger and better things. I'm excited to move. I'm going to feel amazed. Like maybe you're going to have a pull when you move and you don't right now. Whatever it is, there's something for you to keep yourself motivated and inspired by. And it's a thin line between seeing things positive and having a positive outlook, a mental expectation. That's not how the right. Okay, it's a thin line between having ideas and hopes versus creating expectations and being disappointed and like, oh, that's probably not going to work. Like whatever this is for you, your move or whatever, like tell yourself, like not even tell yourself, but imagine how it's going to feel when you actually get there, when you have more space, when you have your own room, when you have a covered parking spot, when you have X, Y, and Z, whatever this is for you. How are you going to feel? And keep yourself motivated in the meantime. Me, when I was moving, like looking at it, it's a lot to clean. It's a lot to pack. It's like you're standing on the hill looking at how far you got to go. But instead, no, I'm going to do one box at a time. I'm going to clean one section at a time. Can I pay cleaners? Can I pay movers? Like get yourself in order so that when it comes, it's a more enjoyable experience. Don't build up all this unnecessary delay and unnecessary negative expectations or emotions or whatever this is for you. Inspire yourself. Feel good about where you're going. Feel good about your journey of getting there. Okay. There's one more. The Ace of Wands sideways. Yeah. Tell yourself good things. Like having this delay, having to wait for it, having to wait on paperwork, having to wait. It's easy to get uninspired. Like, oh, it's never going to come, or it's too far off. Like, it's too much of a journey. I can't do it. No, keep yourself inspired. Like if you're telling yourself negative things or things that are like more of a problem to solve instead of like the resolution to the problem, the happy ending to the long delay, you're going to cause yourself to have a lack of confidence. And having a lack of confidence is going to create even more of a delay and even more of a negative pattern in what you're trying to manifest and create. So keep yourself inspired. Keep telling yourself how you're doing a great job, that everything's going to work out. Like the delay is just spirit going ahead of you and making all your cricket paths straight, resolving some obstacles, helping you to develop your character and your stamina in the meantime, helping things to get aligned better. So don't allow yourself to get disappointed or discouraged by waiting. It's necessary. Continue to have confidence in where you're going. Like once you start out on that journey and start taking action forward, you're going to get there. But it's not helpful for you to keep on telling yourself, oh my God, I got so far to go. I got so far to go. I got so far. Like it's better to see the cup half full instead of half empty. Like make sure that you're mentally more positive, and even if you're not in those moments, intentionally tell yourself, yes, I am. Like tell yourself yes instead of no. Tell yourself good things, happy, positive, motivating things instead of discouraging things, because like derailing your confidence is not going to be beneficial for you. Like just keep confidence so that you're like creating more of a positive energy, and whatever this is that you're trying to create, it's going to be abundant for you. You're going to be happy. There's going to be a success. There's going to be something to celebrate, but you have to fight through the journey. You have to fight for this. Hopefully not physically fight for it. Like hopefully you're not like what is that called? Like battling to win something, or in the back in the old days, you had those duels. Like I feel like this 5 of Wands for this celebration, it's more like you're fighting yourself. You're fighting this delay. You're fighting this waiting something out. So in the process of waiting and like having to have more positive outlook on something, tell yourself you can do it. You're Gemini. You have the ability to look at things from multiple different aspects. So once you're seeing that you're aware, once you're aware that your energy is more negative on how you're looking or expecting something, intentionally change it around. Like remind yourself, what's the end goal? What are you trying to create while you're going towards this? Yeah, stop doing that. Remind yourself that you can do anything you want to. You're stronger than you know. And two, like me, I would consider myself more spiritual than religious, but I'm also like there is religious elements about me. So like sometimes I don't know if anybody was here, but at the beginning of the song, I was listening to this song all day, pretty much on repeat. And like that, like doing that kind of stuff makes me feel better, makes me get out of that thought pattern. And two, like I haven't had the best luck in relationships, as most of us have had shitty experiences. So I don't listen to those triggering songs like, like romantic songs. That's not for me. Not right now. I like to listen to like hip hop or something that like not even talking about love, something that like don't hold your bobble down. Like if there's an area that's a little bit triggering for you and you notice you wobble in that energy, completely do something completely opposite. That way, like you're focusing on things that make you feel better instead of things that discourage you and demotivate you and remind you of the lack or the disappointment and the difficulty and all that. Instead, no, where do you want to go and what makes you feel good in the meantime? If you can't get there from here, then what can you focus on that does make you feel good? Is there like a comedy show that you like to watch? Is there like a song that you like hearing? And if you're sad, don't listen to sad music. It's going to make it worse for you. Listen to happy music, and not like, oh, happy music, I love this relationship I'm in, to remind you of the relationship you're not in. No, I'm happy because I like this beat. I'm happy because I like what they're talking about right now. Hip hop, I don't know. I just like the hip hop country song. I like a variety of music. So, and if you like, maybe you want to try a different type of genre than what you've been listening to. Just be open to new things. Be open to experiencing something that's more positive for you, so you can have a positive outlook. Don't expect disappointment. Don't expect defeat. And when you're aware that your mind has kind of gotten you that direction, intentionally pull yourself out. Intentionally do something opposite of what you're doing at that time. Like, while we're at work, and we can't like, oh, I'm gonna get up and go climb that mountain over there. No, you're at work. But maybe you can change like the music that you're listening to. Maybe you can change what you're thinking about. Like, intentionally do something to lift your vibration, to increase your vibration. We're gonna get Spirit's advice too before we go further. There's not much over here I want to clarify, but I want to see like, what does Spirit inspire you, or what Spirit's advice for you to increase your energy over here on the days that you're kind of doubting something, or you're tired of waiting, or you're feeling anxious. Spirit's advice for Gemini. Last shuffle. Okay. Spirit's advice for Gemini. This might be difficult for you to hear. There's some sort of healing. There's healing that you need to experience or bring intentionally to something that you've been finding it emotionally depleting. Like, I'm telling you, like, if you're wanting a relationship, don't listen to the songs about, oh, like that Uncle Sam, I never want to see you again. Don't do that. If there's a cologne that's triggering for you, or perfume that's triggering for you, don't have that in your environment. Like, remove the things that are triggering for you, so you can heal this hurt and this disappointment, this sadness that you've experienced. It's like, oh, I thought something was going to be something, but it's been a delay, or it didn't work out the way I thought it was. No, don't focus on that. Heal that energy. Like, you're more valuable and more important than what you give yourself credit, and then what other people have given you credit. But if you weren't acknowledging how awesome you were at the time, and you were kind of down on yourself, then obviously somebody else wasn't able to see your value, because they probably wasn't even valuing themselves either. And then you're wanting them to validate you, for some of you. And somebody who's broken cannot validate somebody else. You have to love yourself before somebody else can love you. And then that way, when you're not being loved the right way, it's not somebody that can hold on to your energy anymore. It's like, no, you don't love me the way I deserve to, so you're not worth my time. And you get them out real quick. You're not sitting there like reliving drama and trauma and allowing yourself to constantly be exposed to disappointments. How can Gemini improve their energy? Okay, just as quickly, like this, for some of you, I feel like this is new and unexpected for you. Of like, you're used to thinking the way that you think. You're used to having these experiences. You're used to kind of being trapped in that energy. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're doing well. For some of you, it's like, I'm used to this. So like, it's natural when you have those negative thoughts or those negative expectations. Or for some of us, it's like we were trained that to expect the worst and hope for the best. But no, expect the best and hope for the worst. Expect the best, hope for the best, and plan for the best. Like, keep yourself on a positive trajectory. Don't allow yourself to backslide. Don't allow yourself to get into this disappointing energy. Like, just as quickly as this energy catches you off guard, it could be a thought, it could be an experience that comes in unexpectedly. Whatever this is, you can't allow yourself to get derailed. You can't allow yourself to think, oh, it's not going to work out. You need to maintain that confidence. You need to maintain that stability within your own self, that you can do anything, that these are just challenges to show you your character, to build stamina within you. Spirit's advice for Gemini. Okay. Ilky, don't shoot the messenger. So right here, there's a sense here of like possibly needing to wait for something, right? There's like a delay and not wanting to wait, not wanting to have this delay anymore. 3 of Wands, yeah. There's like, I don't want to wait for this. I just want to have, I want to feel good right now. I don't want to do the work to get there. I just like, I want to be at the end of the road right now. I don't want to have to like walk all the way over there. I just want to be there now. But Spirit's telling you, you need to be patient. You need to, for some of you, like you need to start doing things differently. You need to be honest and fair towards yourself. Stop allowing other people to treat you like crap, and while you still stick around. You have a big heart, but it doesn't mean you're a doormat. You need to love yourself first and foremost. Be patient with yourself, but not with other people. Yeah, be patient with them, but not when they're being disrespectful. Like, so I don't know how long you've been watching me, but I got a divorce and I still talk with my ex. I still try to be cordial and be a good like co-parent, try to be a good friend too. But there's a sense like the other day he wanted to bring up some drama and we're going to argue about it. No, we're not. I don't have to do this anymore. I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye. And I hung up the phone. I didn't have to explain why I'm not answering. I don't have to explain, right now I'm not going to talk to you. And right now, no. I told him I'm not going to go into these arguments with you. I'm not talking about the past that we always argue about the same thing. Why are we going to talk about it? Let's not talk about it. And he wanted to keep on talking about it. Okay, well, you have a good day. I'm going to talk to you later. I don't got to talk to you right now. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to. You don't have to allow somebody to hold your energy up or back or like none of that. Own your energy. Have confidence within yourself. Do what's right for you. Be fair and be balanced. But expect these changes. Expect yourself to be better. Have a higher, what is it called? Have higher expectations for yourself and people in your environment. Have better, have a higher, what is it called? Like you don't, like, you're not going to allow yourself to go down to a negative level. You're not going to allow yourself to go down to where you're not supposed to be. No, you're going to hold yourself. This is a higher standard. Sorry. Have a higher standard for yourself and the people in your environment. But especially for yourself, because we can't control anybody on the outside, but we can control ourselves. We can tell ourselves we're not thinking like that. We're like I'm just, how do you say? Be more mindful when you're thinking negative. Be more mindful. Like when I'm listening to a sad song and it starts to make me sad, I'm like, no, I have the ability to change what I'm listening to. I have the ability to change my focus. I have the ability to change my thought patterns. It's a collective. It's like the general for Gemini. I did the November one already, but I was having a crappy day that day. And so the messages were kind of negative. So I was like, I'm going to do it again. So here we are. We're doing it again. And this one is basically saying, they're like in the beginning of the pre-messages, like you're inspired to do something, but you're holding yourself back. You're wanting to do something, you're wanting to experience something or express yourself on something, but like you keep on putting it off and like you're resisting your intuition about something. And you're trying to manifest something, but you're not allowing yourself to either do it or have the confidence to do it. And now in this like the Celtic cross, it's similar as well. There's like once you take the action you're inspired to take, you're going to have something to celebrate. But in the process of that, like you're fighting yourself in that process. You're thinking about creating opportunities. You're thinking about making something more solid and gainful for yourself, but you're still holding yourself back because there was something you were supposed to receive that didn't come through in the time that you thought it would. So there's just resistance here a little bit, but it can easily be resolved. Spirit's advising you to see things differently, to do things differently. And when you kind of get caught off guard with those negative thoughts or those hurt, that memory of a disappointment, it's important for you to heal that energy. And just as quickly as you get caught off with that guard, you have to retrain your focus. You have to start thinking, like, be more conscious of what you're thinking about. Be conscious of your conscious. Like, what are your triggers? Are there certain, like, is there a pattern to how you think about what you think about? And also, if you're sad, don't listen to sad music. If you're sad and you're like, oh, I want this relationship, don't sit there. Like, if you like listening to songs that remind you how awesome you are and what a wonderful relationship could be, cool, listen to those. But if listening to those reminds you of what you don't have, don't listen to those. So just be aware of yourself, your triggers, your mental process, your capacity at each moment. and also try to intentionally increase your vibration, intentionally like focus on the things that you feel balanced and grounded in, and that's increasing your energy. Because there's a sense here of like the sky is the limit, but you've limited the sky. Like you can do anything you want to do. There's a change coming in, but you have to be patient. You have to do what's right and fair for you. You have to be honest and sincere. Maybe communicate something to somebody. Maybe it's something they're uncomfortable hearing or you're uncomfortable sharing. But just be open to this change. Somebody sees that you're not getting very much sleep. So just be mindful. And 5 of Pentacles, there's something that needs to be left out. And I feel like it's these negative thoughts. It's like feeling unworthy, feeling like, oh, somebody rejected me, so I'm not worthy. That's not true. Or somebody didn't appreciate what I was putting into the connection, so I must not be worthy. That's not true. They just didn't see the value of what they had because they were distracted. Like you're building stamina right now. You're building confidence. You're making yourself secure and stable. Don't allow yourself to like buy into somebody else's bullshit. You have the 9 of Swords again, and you also have the 9 of Swords for how other people see you. But you also have the Justice with this 9 of Swords. So I feel like there's some sort of balance that's coming in. Something that was once unfair is being made fair. Maybe you're not sleeping as much as you would like, but I feel like you're putting a lot of energy and effort into something, but it's not the thing that you're wanting to. So something's going to come in, Spirit's going to come in, shake things up and make things better and balanced for you. But make sure you maintain your confidence. Where did it go? Make sure you maintain your confidence in the future and understand you can do whatever you need to do. Whatever you're inspired to do, you're inspired for a reason. Spirit wants to look at the bottom of the deck right now. It's the 9 of Pentacles, which you had that earlier. You don't need nobody. Just yourself and Spirit. You don't need anybody to inspire you. You don't need anybody to encourage you or remind you how awesome you are. You're more capable than you think. Okay. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. Shit. 7 of Cups, the 8 of Cups. Yeah. There's like a sense here of like, yes, I have a lot of opportunities, but I don't have the opportunity I want. Yes, a lot of people are interested in me, but not the person I'm interested in. But don't sell yourself short. Then you have 6 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. I feel like the more that you put into yourself, the more your vibration elevates. Somebody is good. Like if you pull your energy back from somebody who's used to having it, they're going to wonder what happened to the energy. They're going to sense that you've been doing something on your own, working on your own, doing something for yourself, and they're going to wonder what's going on. And I feel like just you being aware, and like for some of you, maybe you need to journal. Maybe it's like, maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to write a letter or something. There's some sort of celebration and success coming in for you. There's a lot of opportunities. And too, there's like, I'm very heavily getting, there's a lot of people, like there's a lot of people who have their eye on you. You have a lot of interest of others, but it's like you feel a lack because the person you're interested in might not be interested in you or might not respond or reach out to you. But that doesn't mean that you don't have any options. You just don't have the option you want right now. So be open. Like maybe you need to go out with friends. Maybe you need to just be more open to going out with people. I don't know if this is like communicating with other people or writing something down, but there's some sort of victory and success coming in. For some of you, you might get a text. Hold on. You might get a text or somebody's going to reach out to you. You're going to feel happy about this, but I feel like this only comes in after you put the energy into yourself. Or for some of you, like if you're holding on to something from the past that's not healthy for you, it doesn't make you feel good. It doesn't resonate with you. There was a lack of reciprocity. Putting the energy into yourself is going to allow you to eventually open up to what's currently around you. And somebody is going to want to connect with you. And I feel like you will be interested in this person. But right now, it's important for you to open up, like, how do you say? Okay, let's say, this is a weird analogy, but it's what came to my mind right now. Let's say you want a horse and you live in an apartment right now, and your horse would be the relationship. You're wanting this amazing relationship, but you have nowhere to put that relationship right now. You still have more healing and cleaning up to do and moving things around before you even have the space to have that horse or amazing relationship. So instead of focusing how you don't have that right now, be in the moment and start saving for that house, start saving for a cleaning crew, start saving and packing and doing the things that you need to do, so that when you get to that point where, like, okay, I'm ready for a horse now, I'll have somewhere to put it, I can feed it easily, I can make sure it's taken care of. Like, you can't receive the things that you're wanting until you're prepared for them. And you can't be prepared for something while you're looking back and focusing on lack and disappointment and being stuck in the mud. No, embrace yourself, celebrate yourself, celebrate your success, celebrate the stamina that you're manifesting. And look at it that way. Don't look at it as like, oh, you're being delayed because it's not meant for you. You're being delayed because you need to build stamina. You need to understand your value and your worth, so that when somebody comes in and all these opportunities are presented, you know how to pick the right one instead of picking the toxic one that you might be used to. It's like, I was having this conversation with my coworker the other night. And girls, you'd be surprised how guys are actually, like, a lot of them are broken. Not necessarily broken, but like, I used to think only girls have those issues, but boys have it too. Like, some boys, they're just used to toxic crap, so they keep on finding themselves in toxic relationships, just like us. Like, I kept finding myself in a stupid toxic relationship because I was used to being uncomfortable. And once you're used to being uncomfortable, it doesn't seem uncomfortable anymore because you're used to the uncomfortableness. But once you're out of that long enough and you realize, like, hey, I'm not comfortable with it, I don't like it, it doesn't feel good, then when it comes around, it's like, no, I'm not going to settle for it. I'm not going to make excuses for it. I'm not going to give something the benefit of the doubt when it feels so uncomfortable, because I'm no longer comfortable being uncomfortable. So guys, girls, we all get those experiences. We all have those feelings. So be honest with yourself and heal yourself so that you can be open and embrace a healthy connection when it comes about. And also, like your energy will resonate with somebody or not by your energy and their energy. So if you're on a higher vibration and they're on a lower vibration, you guys are going to repel each other. You guys aren't going to naturally connect and be able to make things long term. But if you guys are both in a high vibration, likewise, just like if you guys are both in a low vibration, you guys are going to have a better ability to make things work. So maybe the person you're interested in, or you would want to be interested in, is just on a different vibration, and time is necessary for you guys to kind of link up and get on that same vibration so that things can be better and healthier and more long-term when you guys finally do link up. Take that as that resonates. But don't do anything because you're expecting a connection to come in. Do what you're inspired to do because that's good for you, that's healthy for you, and you're trying to progress yourself forward and make things stable for yourself. Okay. Also, with the Seven of Cups, you have the Princess of Swords. I feel like you might be used to immature communication, or maybe you feel like when you talk to somebody, like everybody that's around you, they don't understand your thought process. They can't keep up. So don't settle. Like, just because somebody's an acquaintance doesn't mean you have to turn them into a long-term best friend or a relationship. They're just an acquaintance. Let them be where they need to be. Don't make a role for them where there isn't one. Don't settle just because you want to talk with somebody or you want to have a friend. Have a friend, but you don't have to commit to them. Just like, oh man, I don't even want to go all the way into it. He's talking about, friends with benefits. No, bro, I'm too old for that. I'm not interested in that. Like, no, and no, a million times. No. So just because somebody says something doesn't mean you have to align with it. Doesn't mean it has to resonate with you. And be willing to speak your mind. You don't have to fight with them necessarily, but let them know, no, I'm not interested in that. That's not for me. I'm more mature and evolved than that. Six of Coins. You want something that's balanced for you. You want something that feels good. as you should. If it doesn't feel right with you, no matter what the opportunity is for you, like don't just accept something. Don't take Mr. Right or Mr. What is it? Don't take Mr. Right now or Mrs. Right now. Take Mr. Right and Mrs. Right. Don't take whoever's there. Don't settle. You're gonna regret it. You have the Lovers. Yeah, you're wanting a connection that's authentic. And if this isn't connection related, you want a job, you want a home, you want whatever feels right with you, that resonates with you, where it feels peace, it feels grounded, like it's reciprocity. You guys understand each other. So hold out for that. Don't force it, and don't allow yourself to settle thinking like, oh, I'm just gonna buy my time here. No, keep yourself open so that when that comes in, you can embrace that. 7 of Coins. Be aware of what you want. Evaluate these opportunities as they come in. The Fool card. Don't be scared to take a chance, though. Follow your intuition. Use your discernment. Ace of Swords. Some of you need to have these communications. Like, ask questions, because you're not going to get to know somebody without asking questions. And if you're not being transparent with them, they're not going to be able to get to know you. And then it, like, this lack of communication, or like having your defenses up and not being transparent, is going to create an unauthentic relationship dynamics. It's not healthy. 7 of Wands. Be defensive. Protect yourself against all these opportunities, because all these opportunities that come in, that's good and all, but just because it comes in doesn't mean it's the right one. Quality over quantity, right? Then Judgment. Yes, use your discernment as you're being presented with these opportunities, whether this is career related or like relationships, romantic, platonic, whatever. Use your discernment. Do what's right and fair for you. Be honest. King of Cups again. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Go after the connection that feels stable, the thing that you feel drawn to, the person you feel drawn to, the thing that's like, this is where I want to be, this is where I feel stable, this is where I feel grounded, we're both willing to do the work, that's where I want to be. 5 of Swords. For some of you, you might need to have an argument with somebody. Like if somebody's laying themselves on too thick, or like they're not authentic, be willing to say it. Like you don't gotta be combative with somebody, but you can jokingly call somebody out. Like I forget exactly how I said it, but he said something and I was like I'm too old for that. I'm not interested in that kind of crap. And I was like, I don't think I ever really was. I don't know. Just speak your truth. 8 of Coins. For some of you, this might be a job. Maybe you're trying to balance jobs, work, home, bills, friendships, relationships. Put your energy into the things, the people, places, and things that you feel connected to. The things that at the end of the day, it's not so draining. It's not like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have did that. No. Invest your energy in the things that you're proud of. Like, oh, that was good use of my time. Even if it's hard, right? Even if you got to go do a chore with somebody or you got to exhaust your energy, like you're glad you did that. It's not like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I don't know why I did that. Put your energy into the things that you feel inspired to do. Confidence. Make your decisions out of confidence. All these options that you have, or you're going to have, or you feel like you have, or all these choices, make your decisions out of confidence. 5 of Coins. I'm telling you, and you had it right here too. Right here for Spirit's advice to maintain your confidence. There's something you're going to need to say no to. I'm telling you, I was telling my ex the other day, I don't have to argue and fight with you. We don't got to do this. We don't have to fight. We don't got to do it. You have your space. I have mine, and we're good. Like, you don't have to fight with anybody. For some of you, you have to like leave something out or leave somebody out, or if this is work related for you, and you're stressed about bills, just get another job, or like plan accordingly, right? Like make a budget or something. There's something where you're feeling like you're coming up short at something, but it's also your advantage point. It's the way that your perspective, it's the way you're looking at things. It's like you're standing on a hill. Again, I keep getting this analogy. You're standing on a hill looking like down the far, like there's 20 miles for you to walk, and you're just looking at, oh my God, I got 20 miles to walk, instead of like focusing on where you're at right now and taking that forward step. 10 of coins. Once you find balance and you start to do what you're inspired to do, you're going to be very happy. It's going to be lucrative for some of you, but I feel like this is also speaking about having grounded, like feeling stable within yourself, being proud of the decisions that you made, being confident because you have the ability to do what you need to do to bring about whatever end result. Like, I don't need a relationship. I don't need anybody to take care of my bills. I can get a job. I can get a second job, a third job, whatever I need to do. Me and spirit, that's what I rely on. And that energy helps me to feel like I'm good. I got it. Like, somebody can doubt me. Somebody can say all the crap that they want to. I really don't give a shit. And then the Knight of Cups. The things that you're wanting to communicate towards, the things that make you feel good, do that more. Focus on that energy. Talk yourself up, Jim. Don't allow yourself to get discouraged and demotivated. Remind yourself how awesome you are. Be your best cheerleader. Okay. Other people see you as the Nine of Swords. You might not be sleeping very much. And other people have their own opinions. They don't know the ins and outs of you. So I don't really care about their opinion. Whoever sees you in this type of light right now, that's cool. You probably are stressed out. You probably are like burning the candles at both sticks. You probably do have a lot going on. But why aren't they focusing on what they need to be focusing on? Why are they instead worried about you, what you did or didn't do, how you're doing what you are or aren't doing? Like, what? No. Shoe fly shoe. 5 of Cups. Don't be worried about not having something work out. Don't be worried about, like, don't focus on your hurt and your lack and your disappointment. Instead, focus on, how am I going to make things better? How am I going to get through this? What's my next goal? Instead of like, oh my God, I got 20 miles to walk. No, I'm going to be at that end mark at some point, and then I'm going to be proud of myself because I built all that stamina. I built all that confidence. I took one step at a time, and that was a long journey that I came through. So focus on your stability, focus on yourself, be proud of yourself, be your best friend, be your best motivator. 2 of Wands. What's this decision Gemini is going to have to make? 7 of Swords. Are you going to choose yourself or somebody else? Are you going to let somebody demotivate you and undervalue you and underappreciate you? Ace of Cups. Or are you going to choose love? Are you going to choose somebody who doesn't see you, that doesn't respect you, doesn't appreciate you? Or are you going to allow time to pass by to find the things that you actually love? Are you going to go ahead and walk that 20 miles and then celebrate your success and see who's at the end of that journey? Or are you going to allow yourself to get mugged along the way and devalued and underappreciated along the way? Are you going to settle right now? Or are you going to wait for Mrs. or Mr. Right? Don't settle, Gemini. You deserve way better. Spirit says one more. There's something else. 6 of Cups. See? For some of you, there's somebody in your past that you might have to make a decision about at some point in time. Bottom of the deck, to clarify this Hermit, you have the Knight of Wands. I'm telling you, just because you have to do something on your own right now does not mean that you can't do it with a smile on your face. Does not mean that you can't do it happy. I'm most of the time I'm happy. Even when I'm in a bad mood, it doesn't take much to get me out of it. Like, make sure that your energy is more positive and inspiring for yourself than disappointing. Focus on the journey, how beautiful the journey it is to go on your own, get to know yourself, build that stamina, create this character, create this relationship, create this stability within yourself, and find passion and excitement in that, instead of like, oh my God, I have to do this on my own. There's nobody there. Good. Sometimes your own energy is the best energy for you. And that's how come we have to do things on our own for a while. Sometimes the person that you would choose to have on your team before you grow, before you learn all the details, the person you would have chosen would not have been the person that you would have chose at the end, because hindsight's 2020. So allow yourself to go on this mission on your own, to learn something, figure something out, make yourself grounded and solid, to feel sincere about yourself, and so you know what you're choosing when you're making your choices. And be happy in the meantime. Keep yourself encouraged. Keep yourself motivated and inspired. Make sure that you're feeling confident about yourself, because you can do anything, Gemini. You're so free. You can choose to be a slave. We all have our discernment and our free will. So choose what's right for you. And in the meantime, you don't need somebody to come in. You just need to choose you, first and foremost. Okay, love you, appreciate you. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and light. And I hope you're reminding yourself how amazing you are in the meantime. Every day, even like every day, till the day you die, remind yourself how amazing you are and how much of a blessing you are to this world and to us and to me and to everybody on this planet. It's your world. We're just living in it. Love you. Bye.